If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear drop, 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 drop.
Now, in terms of this game, all I gotta say is, how did I somehow know that losing Tre'Davious White for the season would come back to bite them? Like, here's the thing. I had the Bills... fuck that. No, originally I had the Patriots go in the Super Bowl, but once the Patriots got knocked out, I had the Bills go in the Super Bowl. But I think the thing I should have mentioned is, like, I always knew that losing Tre'Davious White for the season was going to come back to bite them, but I just didn't know when. Because I thought the Bills were going to go to the Super Bowl after they beat the Patriots, but I didn't think they were going to win the Super Bowl. I thought they were going to go there, but they were going to lose to whoever came out of the NFC. But I didn't think they were going to win. But Tre'Davious White, man, really could have helped out against Tyreek Hill. Really could have helped out against whoever the fuck got burned, like, with 13. Dude, there was literally this dude, Josh Allen, had them up with 13 seconds left to go on the fucking clock. 13. Dude, you know what's sad? The fact that he scored a touchdown, had 13 seconds left on the clock. You know, they went all the way down the field, they kicked a field goal, you know, and in overtime he never got the ball. So, after having his team up by a field goal with 13 seconds left to go in the game, he proceeds to lose the game and never get the ball back. Now, if that's not the most saddest shit that I've ever heard, I don't know what is. Because the Bills, I feel like the Bills, there was really a lot of moves they could have made this offseason. A lot of moves they could have made to improve this defense. Now, I know they are the number one defense, but a couple more veterans couldn't hurt, right? I think Trey Boston was out there. He could have helped out Micah Hyde. K'Wan Short was a beast. He could have helped out the D-tackle situation, because the D-tackle situation is kind of shaky outside of Ed Oliver. You know what I mean? Quentin Dunbar? I think they actually brought in Quentin Dunbar for a workout, but they never ended up signing him. But Quentin Dunbar would look real nice right now, you know, now that because once Tre'Davious White went out, I don't know who the fuck their backup corners are, because I know they have this one guy named Taron Johnson, but other than him, who the hell else is good on that team? You know what I mean? So, Bills, I would say you have a bright future, but you have the number one defense this year, but your defense is not that young. I would say you had a bright future if your defense was younger, but Micah Hyde is 32, Jordan Poyer's 32, so they're not the youngest people in the world. You know what I mean? And then Jerry Hughes, I think, was one of the leading sackers on your team. He's not that young. They do got some young guys like Tremaine Edmonds. They got guys like Edmonds. They got guys like Milano. You know what I mean? They got Gregory Rousseau. So they do have a couple young guys on that defense. But at the same time, some of your main guys are not that young. So, and also, please get a fucking running game. Don't just run Josh Allen. They literally had to run Josh Allen every play. Okay, you know what you could do? I heard the Panthers are trying to trade Christian McCaffrey. You know what I mean? And Sean McDermott, and then Brandon Beane, I think used to work for the Panthers. Go out and get Christian McCaffrey, man. Go out and get Christian McCaffrey, because this run game has been shaky all fucking year long. I thought the Bills probably should have tried to trade up for Najee Harris or ETN, because they definitely need a run game, bro. Devin Singletary ain't it, man. Zach Moss definitely ain't it. mean? The Bills' run game is literally just Josh Allen running the football. Like, please get a fucking run game. Please get a run game. If you gotta trade a first for McCaffrey, you fucking do it. You fucking do it, bro. Because you saw how Josh Allen, he had to run on every play, he had to pass on every play. He had to basically just do everything. Get that man some help, get that man a running game. You know what I mean? Sign a couple veterans on this defense for on like 1-year deals. It couldn't hurt. You know what I mean? Get some depth. Because other than Micah Hyde, I don't know who's at free safety. Other than Ed Oliver, I don't know who's at D tackle. Other than Tre'Davious White and like maybe Taron Johnson, I don't know who's at corner. So you need to sign some guys as depth pieces at this point. You need some depth on your team because you are a very top-heavy team. And when you go against a team like the Chiefs, who are like battle-tested, who could sustain drives for long periods of time, you're gonna need that depth. You're gonna need guys to switch in and out because the defense is gonna get tired, and you're gonna need guys to step up in case like some of the stars get tired. You know what I mean? Or in case some of the stars go down over the season. But I mean, because the Bills were like inconsistent all year long. The Bills were inconsistent all year long. The Chiefs were also inconsistent all year long. So really, this entire AFC does not deserve to do shit. I honestly believe whoever comes out of the NFC is winning the Super Bowl. Because the AFC is fucking trash, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Allen has been inconsistent all year long. Mahomes has been inconsistent all year long. And then in terms of, the Bengals, like, didn't they just lose to the Jets before they went on their magical run? And the only reason they won this division was because everyone else in their division is either old or injured. Like, the Steelers are old, the Browns are injured, the Ravens are injured, you know what I mean? Let's see how they do next year when everyone's healthy. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to talk about how Jamar Chase was the right pick. We'll have to wait and see long term. Now, they're going to the AFC Championship this year, but they've had a lot of things go their way. Now, how far will that fortune go? How far will their luck take them? I don't know. They have already beat the Chiefs once this year, so I could definitely see them beating them again. But if they were going to go to the Super Bowl, they're getting their ass kicked by the fucking Rams. Or the 49ers. Whoever the fuck they go against, they're getting their fucking ass kicked. Because that offensive line is going to get demolished by fucking Aaron Donald, Von Miller. You know what I mean? You got Jalen Ramsey in the secondary to lock down Jamar Chase. You got fucking Leonard Floyd. You know what I mean? I just don't... I want the Bengals in the Super Bowl, but at the same time, if the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, they're not winning that bitch. They're not winning that bitch, bro. And the thing that concerns me is they should not have even won against Tennessee. Because Tennessee got off like 9 sacks, and like the only reason they won was because of that fluky ass pick. So eventually, you gotta think their luck is gonna run out. You know, because that luck has taken them this far, but at the same time, they beat the Chiefs. But at the same time, they shouldn't have beat the Chiefs because they had like 4 different plays. So like I don't know, all the cards have gone right for the Bengals thus far, and I think they can go to the Super Bowl. I think it's possible, just because now Tyrann Mathieu is injured. Tyrann Mathieu's injured. I think Charvarius Ward is injured. So I don't know if those guys are gonna stay injured or if they're gonna get healthy. But if those guys are out long term, it might be trouble for the Chiefs, because Mahomes, you know, he finally got a offensive line, which is apparently the only problem the Chiefs had, you know, ignoring the fact that they have no secondary receiver other than Tyreek Hill, but apparently that was the only problem they had. But yeah, shout out to the Chiefs. This entire year I was kind of dogging them. I thought they were done, just like everyone else thought they were done, but they proved me wrong. I still harp back to that one game, that Chargers-Chiefs game. I think it was like week 15, week 16, like when Travis Kelce had like the walk-off touchdown. Coming into that game, I had full confidence this Chargers were going to win that bitch. I had full fucking confidence. And, I mean, it looks like... And then, like, after that, I feel like that was the end of the Chargers season. Because ever since that loss, the Chargers just started going downhill. Because the Chargers were on an uphill battle before that shit. They had a lot of momentum going into that game, and after that game, they lost all that momentum. So yeah, I think that what is it? The Bills, like I said, you gotta sign some veterans, and you gotta, cause you have enough young guys on defense. Go out and sign a few veterans. You know what I mean? I think the Bills should have tried to get J.J. Watt, but for some reason J.J. Watt chose to go to Arizona, of all fucking places. Maybe he's like besties with DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know. But yeah. With that being, hopefully the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship games are going to be as interesting as the divisional round has been. The divisional round has been like, all 4 of these games have went down to the wire. Hopefully we can keep that shit going. I don't know, because the Rams are a bad matchup for 49ers. They always lose to them. And then in terms of the Bengals and Chiefs, that could go either way, but eventually the Bengals' luck is going to run out. Eventually their luck is going to run out. I don't know when it's going to run out, but it's going to run out eventually. So with that, but other than that, with that being said, I'm out.